So it goes without saying that having good credit is very, very important. Hey everybody, it's me, AJ Golden, self-proclaimed money nerd and personal finance geek. Welcome to my channel, Personal Finance Made Easy. I created this channel to help you win with money by making topics such as budgeting, saving, and investing simple and easy. Today, I'm going to talk to you about credit and the importance of reviewing your credit for accuracy. By the end of this video, you'll be able to explain the difference between your credit score and credit report. But before I get into the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos. Also, remember to hit the like button below this video. It helps my channel tremendously by letting YouTube know to promote this video to other viewers. And finally, leave a comment below and let me know what you thought about this video. Or let me know if you have any questions so that I can continue to improve my content. All right, now let's get into the video. First question we should be asking ourselves is, what is credit? And why is credit so important? Well, credit is basically a measurement of your trustworthiness and your ability to repay your loans or other lines of credit. It's measured by reviewing your past history of accounts and how you've repaid them over time. This credit history is a collection of all the accounts reported by the three credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. It has details in it such as the number of credit cards you have, their respective balances and credit limits, and it includes all of your loans and lines of credit, such as mortgages, HELOCs, or home equity lines of credit, car loans, and student loans. It also shows whether or not you've paid your bills on time or had them go into collections. Oh no! In addition, it lists out any bankruptcies you've gone through or any companies that have run your credit, which is called inquiries. All of these facts help lenders to decide whether or not to give you credit when you apply for it. Your credit report also helps lenders decide the interest rate that they're going to charge you in the event that they do decide to give you credit or a loan. Basically, it all comes down to this. If you've repaid your loans on time and you've shown yourself to be responsible with money, they'll likely lend you credit at a good interest rate. On the other hand, if your credit report shows that you've not been able to be responsible with your money or handle credit in the past, then they may either deny you credit or charge you much higher rates than they do if you had good credit. You see, your credit history is an important area of your personal finances. It can cost you thousands of dollars in additional interest due to higher interest rates. This is completely avoidable if you manage your finances correctly. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you've been saving up for your dream home, which costs $250,000, and you finally have the $50,000 down payment. You've been doing a great job managing your personal finances and you have a 750 credit score. In this example, we'll say that the bank gives you a mortgage of $200,000, which is the total cost of your home minus the down payment, and they give you an interest rate of 4.25% for a 30-year fixed term. At the end of the 30 years, you would have paid $153,929 in interest. Now, let's say that you have not really managed your credit properly and you have a 600 credit score. In this example, we'll assume that the bank gives you a 30-year mortgage with a 6.25% interest rate for the same $200,000 balance. In this example, your total interest paid after 30 years would end up being $242,828. That's a difference of $88,899 for the exact same house.
Astronomical.
Let me give you another example. Let's say that you wanted to buy a new car priced at $30,000. After a 10% down payment, you finance the remaining balance of $27,000 over a 5-year period, or 60 months. That means you now have a brand new car loan for $27,000. According to a US News article, the average interest rate on a new car for someone with an excellent credit score, which is 750 or higher, is 4.9% as of April 2020. Now, based on the 5-year loan that we mentioned a moment ago, the person with excellent credit would pay $3,549 in interest over the life of the 5-year loan. Now, that same purchase for someone with fair credit between $600 to $699 would have an interest rate of 11.12%, and it would cost them $8,320. Now, a subprime borrower, someone with extremely poor credit, would have a 27.99% interest rate, and it would cost them $23,430 in interest. This is almost the exact same price of the car itself. They could have purchased 2 cars. So as you can see in this example, having poor credit is extremely, extremely expensive. And not only is it expensive, it can also impact where you live and your ability to get a good job. Because landlords review your credit to assess your ability to pay rent. And employers may also use it to determine if you qualify for certain jobs. So it goes without saying that having good credit is very, very important. Now, since so many factors are dependent upon your credit, you should be aware of what's there and how to understand and improve your credit so that you can get the best interest rate on those large purchases. The first step in you understanding your credit is by ordering a credit report for yourself. Now, you have the right to obtain a credit report from the 3 credit bureaus once each year, free of charge. All you need to do to get your free credit report is go to annualcreditreport.com and complete the request form that includes your name, social security number, and address. You'll also have to answer a few questions to verify your identity. But remember that annualcreditreport.com is the only site that's authorized by the federal government to provide your free credit reports. Now let's talk a little bit about your credit score. Your credit score is different from your credit reports. Your credit report lists out all the details of your credit history as we just discussed. The credit scores are mathematical formulas that use the data in your credit report to come up with a numerical score, usually between 300 and 850. Now, there are 2 main scoring models that are used by creditors: FICO and Vantage Score. The scoring models used depends on the specific lender. Now, these scores help lenders to evaluate your credit worthiness quicker and easier than by having to review all the details in the credit report itself. The scoring model or calculation uses the following factors in order to determine your credit score. It looks at things like your payment history, how long you've had credit, the kinds of credit you've had, and your credit limits and how much of those limits you're using and how much total debt you have. In addition, it looks at how many hard inquiries are on your report. Now, hard inquiries are those that happen on your report or that are reported when someone actually runs your credit report and reviews your credit history, and how many or if you have had a bankruptcy. Now, since there are 3 different credit bureaus and various scoring models, you can have different credit scores depending upon the model or the bureau. The important thing is to make sure that you've reviewed your actual credit report to make sure that it's accurate. Any inaccuracies that you might find in your credit report should immediately be disputed and removed from the credit report. You can do that with the respective credit bureau, and we'll talk about that more in another video when I discuss how to improve your credit and clean up some of the old credit that you have on your credit reports. Now, the easiest way to make sure that you have good credit is to pay your bills on time and don't max out your credit cards. Ideally, you should be using no more than about 30% of your credit limit. The lower you're using, the better. Now, other ways that you can ensure that you have good credit is to limit the number of inquiries that you have reported by limiting how much credit you're actually applying for. And another great tip is to not close out any of those older credit cards once you pay them off, because credit history is one of the things that impacts your credit score. We'll discuss, as I mentioned a moment ago, how to clean up your credit and improve your scores in another video. But I hope that this overview of understanding your credit report and your credit scores has been helpful. Well, that's it for today. If you like this video and you want to win with your finances, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment below. Until next time, you keep living on purpose, pursue your passion, and get the goal.